Good morning, guys, and welcome to 123. Nothing like a bit of numerology. And today, the weather is absolutely amazing. It seems almost a shame that we're not skiing today. But unfortunately, every day cannot be a skiing day. For today, we are going to Geneva. We are going to Geneva to collect a friend who is arriving, who I haven't seen in many years. So that is why. Anyway, it seems a really nice day for a drive down the mountain. So let us go. Things you always forget when you're going to Switzerland. Your passport. Right. Drive back home, pick up passports. Passport found. Let us depart. Time I drive down that hill, I'm reminded of something that happened in the past. One of the scariest moments I think I've experienced out here. And it happened basically at one of the hairpins. One of the many jobs that I've had, and when I say jobs, I just mean like little bits and pieces on the side, not real jobs, was to be a chauffeur for a chalet owner who just wanted somebody to come and pick him up from the airport every now and then. And he insisted on using his own car, which was a very old Range Rover Vogue, which, as anybody who knows anything about old Range Rovers, was constantly going wrong. But he loved it, and it had spent most of its life down in the south of France. So despite being, back then it would have been about 18 years old, I think it was the same age as his daughter, maybe even, anyway, that's beside. It was old, but it was nice. It was a Vogue, but time was catching up on it. And anyway, every now and then, maybe once or twice a month, I was tasked with driving to Geneva to go and collect him, or the family, or whoever. And this occasion of the very scariness happened when I was taking a car full, i.e. 3 people in the back, 1 person in the passenger side, and myself, and plus full of luggage down the hill, back down to Geneva. And the traffic was quite busy, So much so that, excuse me, so much so that you were constantly sitting on the brake pedal. It was an automatic, of course, so there was very limited engine braking to be done. So basically, I spent most of the descent just with my foot on the side of the brake pedal, and every now and then. But of course, that was my problem, in that because I had been touching the brakes constantly, about 150 meters before one of the hairpins, I went to put my foot on the brake, and the pedal just went straight down to the floor. Everyone else in the car was completely unaware of this. And at that very moment, not only did my foot hit the floor, but my stomach almost hit the floor. And anyway, some very quick thinking and some padding of the brake pedal, and within 25 meters of the corner, I had maybe half of the pedal back again, which was enough for me to slow the car down for the corner and safely go down. I swear you could have heard my heart beating a mile away. It felt like, and again, everyone else in the car was completely oblivious to this situation. And so anyway, that was fine. We ended up driving to going to Geneva, and as I dropped them all off, the owner sort of turned to me and sort of said, you know, I think you should get the car serviced. And I don't know whether that was meant to be, I think you need to get the brakes checked or something else. But if he knew about it, he didn't publicly come out in the car and say anything about it. So we're not getting to a good start. I pull up and park, and I've read my emails for the first time. Flight's delayed. So what exactly do you do when you have an hour to kill, at least an hour to kill, while waiting for a delayed flight? Well, first one is really quite easy. Find a quiet corner and connect to the free Wi-Fi. Geneva gives you 90 minutes free, which will be fine for me. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it enables me to receive email telling me from the person who is delayed in Gatwick that they're going to be even later. And for me, find a nice quiet corner to do some editing, because I will be busy doing other things this evening, and it would be impolite to welcome a new guest and then sit down and edit for a couple of hours. So, and then get the most of it done now, so that I can be a proper host. Alternatively, you can go up to the Sun Terrace upstairs, buy an overpriced Starbucks or McDonald's, and sit out in the sun and watch the planes take off. And on a day like this where it's 20 degrees, that's looking very tempting. If I wasn't working, of course. Anyway, so if you're looking for a snack, instead of going to one of the newsagents, pop down to the train station to the Migros. Much cheaper there. And of course, if you have a massive delay, why don't you just walk down to the far end of the airport go to the Pal Expo. And if it's in the middle of March, you go to the motor show. I think it's about 16 Swiss francs. And trust me, you know, if you've got a 2-hour delay, you can cover most of it by then. Well worth it.
Jesse, sweetheart.